we're going to be talking about collectible compositions, and we're going to talk about befores and afters, okay? This is one of my students. This was his first attempt at putting together a collectible, okay? So let's talk about it for a second. Let's figure out why this is working, why it isn't working, okay? First off, you know, the pose for this guy is working really well for me. Really like it. It's lots of action, lots of forward momentum, and this guy crashing into the column is full of action. Good action lines. I would adjust, you know, maybe straighten a leg or something like that, but other than that, you know, pretty good, right? Okay, so let's talk about what we can talk about, why this isn't the best composition. All right, not to say that it's a bad one, but for collectibles, let's talk about it. Okay, so first we would have to print this in a very long format. Okay, so whenever you think of something, you know, like usually I have this, you know, this James Cain piece right here, and notice, you know, I can put it in my hand, right? And I can set it here down on my desk, and it doesn't take up a lot of room. And that's generally what people want, so they can either put it on their desk and have it, or so they can collect it and have a bunch side by side, right? So they don't have this long L piece and, you know, all these other ones. So that's one problem. So we would have to split this in two so that if they wanted the other side, they could have the other side, right? Second thing that's wrong with this is that the issue is over, right? The conflict is over. Zelda's or Link has won, right? I know I have someone in here saying, "It's not Zelda, it's Link. Oh my god!" So it's not really tension. There's no tension here. There's just action. And whenever the way I explained it to my student was, the reason that we like heroes is not only because they win, but because they endure, right? They fail and they keep going, and they fail and they keep going, and then they give up and they keep going, and they fail and keep going, and then they succeed, right? And that's and whenever we're putting together a collectible, we need to think of it as a movie, right? We need to think of it as the most exciting part of the movie, and it's the most exciting moment of that part of the movie, right? So this wasn't really that. This was like after everything's done and he's giving his winning blow. Okay, so that's not the best one. Okay, so I met with him and we talked about all this and just made sure he understood what I was talking about. So he came back with a new one. Okay, so he came back with this, right? So this is much more dynamic. It's also going to fit a whole lot easier on your desk and in your collection. Okay, and the key difference is that we put the hero in danger. Whenever we've shown our hero, whenever they're in conflict with someone else and we've shown the resolution of it, it's not as exciting as what's going to happen next. You know, how is he going to get out of this? How is our hero going to win? Okay, so he came back with this, which I think is way, 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 way cooler. Okay, the only thing I would do for this is I would bring this knee in because it's just let me see if I can just grab all this. Yeah, okay. So I would bring this knee in because his stance is a bit too wide. It needs more of a surprise feeling, right? So so what I would do is something like this, where all the weight is on the back foot, right? You had it on the back foot, but it was just evenly spread. And whenever it feels like the weight of that fire is coming down on him, and he's, you know, he has to keep his legs like that, and then possibly here, right let's mask this, bring everything back, invert the mask, and let's bring this down the tibia to the ankle. And let's see what this... I do like it, maybe not so straight. Yeah, I think that'll work. And if you could have some type of element here, I'm just gonna put a square in here for right now. Let's go here. Let's bring this down. Well, let's get a Q-cube first. We always love our Q-cubes here in the dojo. Alrighty, so something like that. And then let's go back here. Mask. Bring that back. Bring this here. And what we're doing is we're squishing them down even more. Right, so the weight feels even heavier because now we got to bend the leg more, okay, to balance all this out. So down, let's get a better view of that. Let's widen this out a bit just so we have a little bit more surface area to kind of put this on. And if we put it in an oblique angle, it's going to help us even more. Because if we have any straight lines within the composition, it's going to feel very flat and very calm, right? Which we probably don't want. So the more things we have at an angle, the better. Let's get rid of that. And let's bend this. Let's first get it down the tibia, mask, bring everything back, invert the mask, and then boom, now he's even more squished, right? So now it feels like he's, about to fall over. How is he going to recover from all this? And that's the type of situation you want to put your hero in. Because if your hero is standing over, like if Batman's just standing over the Joker, that's not as interesting and exciting as the Joker with his hands around Batman's throat as he's trying to get out of some mud or something like that. Like, that's obviously more exciting, right? But if you're going to have a conflict, more often than not, putting your hero in danger is going to create an emotional reaction that will keep people guessing and keep people looking at the artwork and trying to guess what's going to happen next, right? So here, let's grab this. And let's bring that down. Maybe not so much over there. Maybe not so much. That right there. And boom. Right there. Oh, that was a BML. There we go. I was making something earlier. Put that right there. Right there. Yeah, but you see now he feels suffocated. Okay, so now let's talk about the fire. We just want to make sure that it's not blocking too much of our character. Okay, so let me see if I can find the scene really quick. Okay, so when we're talking about fire, if you've ever seen Justice League, I think this moment where Doomsday and Superman are trading laser beams, you have this smoke right here, that's kind of smashing and then curling around it, right? But Superman isn't blocked. His silhouette is not blocked the entire time. So is this completely accurate? Yeah, maybe. I'm pretty sure smoke, you know, and all that stuff would be around there, but we are composing something, right? So we probably want to leave that. So we want to kind of compose this fire so that we can fully see our hero, right? So just make sure that this is kind of out of the way. You might have to change a lot of things about it, but that's what I would do so that we can really see our hero and envelop him in fire without taking his silhouette or our view of him away. Because whenever we set this down, this is kind of like the money shot, you know? So we just want to make sure that looks good from this angle, okay? Wow, been here 5 minutes and already learned so much. This is good stuff. Oh, hell yeah. Oh, hell yeah. Best streamer on the internet, but wears way too much. Thunderstorm art. Speaking truth.